Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive deep into deployment automation for Tanium Deploy, drawing inspiration from Tanium Tech Talks and best practices for automation. We'll cover the concepts, tools, and code examples you can use to streamline your software and patch deployment workflows using Tanium Deploy. This will be a detailed guide covering several automation scenarios. Disclaimer: this tutorial assumes you have a fundamental understanding of Tanium, its console, and basic scripting concepts, like PowerShell or Python. It also assumes you have the necessary permissions within your Tanium environment to create and modify software packages, deployments, and related objects. Before implementing anything in a production environment, always test thoroughly in a lab or staging environment first. Introduction: Why automate Tanium Deploy? Tanium Deploy is a powerful tool for software distribution and patch management. However, manually creating and managing deployments can become tedious and error-prone, especially as your environment grows. Automation brings significant benefits. Reduced manual effort. Automate repetitive tasks like creating software packages, setting deployment schedules, and monitoring progress. Improved speed and efficiency. Deployments can be initiated much faster, reducing the time it takes to apply critical patches or roll out new software. Increased consistency. Automate deployments using infrastructure as code principle to standardize the settings and configurations, reducing configuration drift and human errors. Reduced errors. Automation helps eliminate human errors that can occur during manual configuration. Improved auditability. Automated deployments provide a clear audit trail of what was deployed, when, and to whom. Faster response to vulnerabilities. Quickly deploy patches to address newly discovered vulnerabilities, minimizing your exposure window. Scalability. Handle deployments across thousands of endpoints without requiring a large team of administrators. 2. Key concepts and technologies for automation. Before we jump into code, let's define the key technologies and concepts involved. Tanium REST API. The foundation of most Tanium automation. The REST API allows you to programmatically interact with Tanium, create and manage objects, and retrieve information. Tanium deploy features are also available through the REST API. PowerShell or Python. These are the two most common scripting languages used for Tanium automation. PowerShell is typically preferred in Windows environments, while Python is often favored for cross-platform solutions and its rich ecosystem of libraries. Infrastructure as code. IAC, the practice of managing infrastructure using code rather than manual processes. Tools like Terraform, Ansible, or even custom scripts can be used to define your deployment configurations as code. CI/CD pipelines. Continuous integration / continuous delivery pipelines, example using Jenkins, GitLab CI, Azure DevOps, can automate the entire deployment process, from code commit to deployment on endpoints. JSON. The standard data format for interacting with the Tanium REST API. You'll be sending and receiving data in JSON format. Authentication. You'll need a Tanium user account with appropriate permissions to access the REST API. API tokens are often recommended over username/password authentication for security reasons. 3. Prerequisites. Tanium environment. A working Tanium deployment with deploy configured and licensed. API access. A Tanium user account with sufficient permissions, example deploy administrator, and an API token. Create an API token in the Tanium console under administration-API tokens. Asterisk PowerShell or Python asterisk install the chosen scripting language and any necessary modules, example requests for Python. Asterisk text editor / IDE asterisk a good text editor or IDE for writing and debugging your scripts, example Visual Studio Code, Sublime Text, PyCharm. Asterisk understanding of Tanium deploy objects asterisk familiarity with Tanium deploy objects such as software packages, deployment templates, deployment window and associated settings. 4. Automating common deploy tasks, code examples. Let's walk through some practical examples of automating common tasks with Tanium deploy. We'll provide examples in both PowerShell and Python. A. Authenticating with the Tanium REST API. First, you'll need to authenticate with the Tanium API. PowerShell *, Python *, explanation *, $Tanium server, $API token, verify _SSL *, replace these with your actual Tanium server address, API token, and SSL verification settings. Never hard-code credentials in your scripts in production, use environment variables or a secure configuration management system. $headers or headers *, this dictionary contains the necessary headers for authentication. The authorization header uses the Tanium scheme followed by your API token. Content type is set to application/JSON. Invoke REST method, PowerShell, or requests.get, Python. These functions send the HTTP request to the Tanium API. We are hitting the /API/v2/info endpoint, which is a general information about the Tanium server and can be used to test the connection. Error handling the try, catch block, PowerShell, or try, except block, Python, handles potential errors during the API call, such as authentication failures or network issues. Response.raise_for_status, Python raises an HTTP error for bad responses, 4xx or 5xx status codes. B. Getting a list of software packages. Let's retrieve a list of all software packages in Tanium deploy. PowerShell *, Python *, explanation *. The API endpoint for retrieving software packages is /plugin/products/deploy/API/v1/software packages. The response from the API is a JSON object containing a list of software packages in the results array. The code extracts the results array and prints it to the console in a readable JSON format. C. Creating a software package. This is a more complex example that demonstrates how to create a new software package using the API. You'll need to have the necessary files, example installer, scripts, already available. PowerShell *, Python *. Important considerations for creating software packages file handling the most challenging part is handling file uploads. The API expects the file content to be base64 encoded. The examples provided includes the file content in the post request. You need to adapt this to handle multiple files and larger files efficiently, potentially using chunking if necessary. Error handling the files section is a common source of errors. Ensure that the file names and content are correctly formatted. Install/uninstall commands carefully craft the install and uninstall commands. Test them thoroughly before automating the deployment. Use the correct MSIGUID for uninstall commands. Operating system ensure that the OS property is set correctly for the target operating system. Package size large software packages can take a long time to upload. Testing thoroughly test your software packages in a non-production environment before deploying them to production. Creating a deployment. Once you have a software package, you can create a deployment to deploy it to endpoints. This example assumes you have a software package ID. PowerShell *, Python *, explanation *, $software package ID / software package ID *, replace this with the actual ID of the software package you want to deploy. $target group name / target _group _name *, this refers to the name of the target group in Tanium. Make sure it already exists. The script first obtains the ID of the target group before creating the deployment. $deployment type / deployment _type * available means the software is available for users to install. Required means the software will be installed automatically. $start time / start _time and $end time / end _time *, these define the deployment window. They must be in ISO 8601 format, YYYYMMDDTHHMMSSZ. Enabled set to true to enable the deployment immediately. Restart specifies the reboot behavior after installation. Show _reboot notification determines whether to display a reboot notification to the user. Deployment window be aware of the deployment window. Deployments can be scheduled to run within a specific time frame. Ensure that you properly configure it to prevent deployments outside maintenance windows. Get deployment status. You can retrieve the status of a deployment to monitor its progress. PowerShell *, Python *, F. Disabling a deployment. You can disable a deployment if you need to stop it from running. This requires sending a patch request. PowerShell *, Python *, Advanced automation scenarios. Now, let's look at some more advanced scenarios. Integrating with CI/CD pipelines, example Jenkins. You can integrate these scripts into CI/CD pipelines to automate the entire deployment lifecycle. 1. Store scripts in a repository *, store your PowerShell or Python scripts in a source control repository like Git. 2. Configure Jenkins *. Create a new Jenkins job. Configure the job to pull the scripts from your Git repository. Add build steps to execute the scripts. You'll need to have PowerShell or Python installed on the Jenkins agent. Securely store your Tanium API token as a Jenkins credential. 3. Trigger the job *. Configure the Jenkins job to be triggered automatically based on events like a new code commit to the repository. A schedule, example daily. Manually. 4. Report results *. Configure the Jenkins job to report the results of the deployment process, example success/failure. B. Automating patch deployments. You can automate patch deployments by 1. Querying vulnerability data *. Use the Tanium Connect module or vulnerability scan to identify vulnerable endpoints and missing patches. You can also ingest vulnerability data from external sources, example Qualys, Neshes. 2. Creating dynamic target groups *. Create dynamic target groups based on vulnerability criteria, example endpoints missing KB12345. 3. Creating deployment templates *. Define standard deployment templates for patches, example deployment window, reboot settings. 4. Automating deployment creation *. Use scripts to automatically create deployments based on the vulnerability data, target groups, and deployment templates. C. Using infrastructure as code, IAC. Tools like Terraform or Ansible can be used to manage your Tanium deploy configuration as code. This allows you to version control your deployments, track changes, and easily replicate your configuration across environments. 6. Best practices for Tanium deploy automation. Security never hardcode credentials store API tokens and other sensitive information securely using environment variables, credential managers, or secrets management tools like HashiCorp Vault. Use least privilege grant API tokens only the necessary permissions. Validate input validate all input data to prevent injection attacks. SSL verification always enable SSL verification to protect against man-in-the-middle attacks. Error handling implement robust error handling use try, catch blocks, PowerShell, or try, accept blocks, Python, to handle potential errors gracefully. Log errors to a file or a central logging system for troubleshooting. Provide clear error messages provide clear and informative error messages to help users understand what went wrong. Testing test thoroughly in non-production always test your automation scripts in a lab or staging environment before deploying them to production. Use unit tests write unit tests to verify that your scripts are working correctly. Simulate failures simulate potential failure scenarios, example network outages, API errors, to ensure that your scripts can handle them. Maintainability use clear and descriptive variable names use meaningful variable names to improve code readability. Add comments to explain complex logic and the purpose of different sections of your code. Use modular design break your scripts into smaller, reusable functions or modules. Version control store your scripts in a version control system like Git to track changes and collaborate with others. Documentation document your automation processes, including the scripts used, the configuration settings, and the troubleshooting steps. Performance optimize API calls minimize the number of API calls you make. Use bulk operations when possible. Handle large files efficiently use chunking or streaming to handle large files. Scalability design for scalability design your automation scripts to handle a large number of endpoints and deployments. Use asynchronous operations use asynchronous operations to improve performance and scalability. Monitoring monitor deployment status monitor the status of your deployments to ensure that they are progressing as expected. Alert on failures set up alerts to notify you of deployment failures. Idempotency ensure that your scripts are idempotent, meaning that running them multiple times produces the same result as running them once. 7. Troubleshooting. API errors pay close attention to the HTTP status codes returned by the API. 4xx errors indicate client-side issues, example invalid parameters, while 5xx errors indicate server-side issues. Authentication issues double-check your API token and Tanium server address. File upload errors ensure that the file names and content are correctly formatted. Check for file size limitations. Deployment failures check the Tanium deploy logs on the endpoints for more detailed information about deployment failures. Permissions verify that the user account associated with the API token has the necessary permissions to perform the desired actions. 8. Conclusion: automating Tanium deploy can significantly improve your software deployment and patch management processes. By using the Tanium REST API, scripting languages like PowerShell and Python, and best practices for automation, you can reduce manual effort, improve speed and efficiency, increase consistency, and enhance security. Remember to thoroughly test your automation scripts in a non-production environment before deploying them to production. This comprehensive guide has provided a solid foundation for building your own Tanium deploy automation solutions. Good luck.